Welcome back to CultureCurrent channel where we discuss trending issues happen around all cultures, Africa, South America, North America, and beyond. Let's talk about Ye for a minute. Yes, that Ye. Formerly Kanye West. Formerly the voice of a generation. Currently a question mark wearing designer boots. Because if you've been even half online lately, you've probably seen the whispers, the headlines, the group chat messages that start with, "Wait, why is Kanye in India?" And no, this is not a random vacation. This is not a casual stamp on the passport. This is a chapter. A very intentional, very cinematic, very Kanye chapter. So let's set the scene. Over the past few years, Kanye West has done what very few celebrities manage to do at his level. He made himself professionally unbookable. And that takes talent. Venues around the world, suddenly unavailable. Scheduling conflicts. Not the right fit. Translation. Sir, please don't bring that energy into our building. Between anti-Semitic rhetoric, inflammatory interviews, and a refusal to apologize without immediately blaming everyone else, you didn't just burn bridges, he blew them up, salted the earth, and then asked why nobody wanted to meet him halfway. So when news breaks that he's eyeing India, possibly for performances, collaborations, spiritual exploration, and a luxury stay near icons like the Taj Mahal, the internet does what it does best. It connects dots. Because suddenly, after doors quietly closed across the US and Europe, India opens up as a new stage. And listen, let's be clear before the comments get loud. India is not less than. India is not a fallback culture. India is not some exotic prop. India is a massive, complex, deeply influential global force, culturally, spiritually, artistically. But celebrities have a history of treating it like a rebrand spa. You know the formula. When Hollywood gets tired of you discover meditation. Wear neutral linens. Speak vaguely about ancient wisdom. And post photos that scream, "I am healed now." And suddenly the narrative shifts from canceled to misunderstood genius on a journey. Convenient. The Taj Mahal energy, spiritual or strategic. Now about this whole cleansing trip storyline. Because allegedly Ye is leaning into the spiritual angle. Reflection. Silence. Inner work. And sure, India is a place of deep philosophy, ancient traditions, and genuine spiritual grounding. But let's be honest. Staying in five-star hotels and iconic luxury properties while talking about humility is very on-brand for someone who once said poverty was a choice. This isn't eat, pray, love. This is jet lag and damage control. And again, self-reflection is good. Growth is good. Travel can be transformative. But growth doesn't happen just because you changed continents. You can't outrun accountability on Emirates Airlines. Remember when Ye put on the mega hat? Because we have to talk about that era. The moment things truly shifted. When Kanye West, the same man who gave us Jesus Walks, who critiqued systemic racism, who once stood as a counterculture voice, decided to cozy up to Donald Trump. The MAGA hat, the Oval Office monologue, the chaotic rambling dressed up as free thought. At first, people tried to cope. He's just being contrarian. He's challenging the left. This is performance art. But then came the pattern. Provocation for provocation's sake. Alignment with power instead of principle. And a growing comfort with rhetoric that harmed real people. This wasn't rebellion anymore. This was recklessness. And it set the stage for everything that followed. When genius becomes exhausting. Here's the thing that hurts to admit. Kanye West is still one of the most talented artists of our lifetime. That's not nostalgia talking. That's fact. Which is why watching him self-destruct in real time feels like watching someone throw a diamond into the ocean because they're mad at the shore. Every controversy chips away at the goodwill. Every non-apology turns fans into former fans. Every, "you just don't understand me," pushes people further away. And Ye's biggest enemy right now? Not cancel culture. Not the media. Not the industry. It's Ye. Because instead of sitting with criticism, he treats it like a personal attack. Instead of listening, he escalates. Instead of healing, he performs healing. So now, when he appears in India talking about rebirth, People aren't moved, they're suspicious. Is India a reset? Or just a new set? Let's ask the uncomfortable question. Is this actually about growth? Or is it about optics? Because if this were real change, we'd see clear accountability, direct acknowledgement of harm. No excuses, no, but what about? And so far, we've mostly seen vibes, mystique, aesthetic silence, which is Kanye's favorite language, symbolism without substance, drama without resolution, a new outfit, same inner conflict. Here's the part that annoys me. I still want Kanye West to get it together. A lot of us do. Not because he deserves endless chances, but because we've seen what he's capable of when he's grounded, focused, and not at war with everyone around him. India could be grounding. Distance could help. Stepping outside the Western outrage machine could slow the spiral. But only if he lets it. Growth requires humility. And humility has never been Ye's favorite accessory. So, I keep wondering, will we ever get the old Ye back? Will Ye actually change? If history tells us anything, change won't be clean. It won't be linear. And it definitely won't be quiet. But here's the hope, the real one. Not the Instagram caption hope. Not the PR hope. The human hope. That one day, Kanye West chooses healing over headlines. Listening over lecturing. Repair over reaction. Because the world doesn't need another controversy. And Ye doesn't need another reinvention. He needs integration. The genius and the responsibility. The creativity and the care. The confidence and the compassion. India doesn't owe him redemption. The audience doesn't owe him forgiveness. But he owes himself and everyone he's hurt honesty. Until then, we watch. We side-eye. We talk our talk. Because with Ye, the story is never over. It just changes locations. Before we get out of here, if you made it this far, you already know this wasn't a surface-level take. So, do me a favor. Hit subscribe if you like your pop culture with context. Like the video if you appreciate the shade and the nuance. And share this with that one friend who still says, yeah, but Kanye's a genius though. Because we need to talk. This channel is all about honest conversations, cultural breakdowns, and saying the things group chats are too scared to say out loud. No yelling for clicks. No blind standing. Just real analysis, real tea, and room for growth, even for the messiest icons. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Respectfully messy is welcome. And I'll see you in the next one.